You write your original music, but do you also go from your original writings to orchestrate it also, or do you have someone that works with you to do the orchestration?
You know, that's really interesting. Nobody does orchestrations for me. If you go back and listen to my original albums, all the orchestrations are there. They're just done with keyboard. The strings are there. They're played with the keyboard strings.
So you have a program that puts the music in musical form for them to read?
Not 40 years ago, there wasn't. In fact, to do the Acropolis concerts, it took 80 books and about $100,000 or $200,000 just to do the writing of the music. Eventually, as the electronics became better and better and better, you can actually touch a keyboard. Now, this keyboard knows I hit the C and the G note. It knows how hard and how long I played it. It's called MIDI. You can play it back by itself. I can play something and the keyboard will play it back. And so the computers can print pretty much anything. So that's how I do orchestrations. I have a very good friend of mine, you should know his name. His name is Colin O'Malley. He's a sweetheart. And he's an incredible musician. And he understands me. He grew up with my music. And so I record things on my keyboards at home, send them the MIDI notes, which is electronic representation, absolute electronic representation of what I played, how loud, how long, which note, and so on. And the computer still make mistakes. And when you take something that is meant for the auditory system and you translate it into something visual, you'll be lucky if you get 60% of what you meant on the paper. So, when my orchestra gets the paper, and a lot of them need it, actually most of them, very few people I have met in my life with perfect pitch. I have to sit with them and explain to them even more. They read the paper and they say, okay, you played this note from here to there, and it says legato or whatever, louder or softer, however they want to write them. It doesn't really matter. And then you just sing it to them. And you say, I want this note to last this length, which is absolutely what it is. But I want you to start loud, let go, start the vibrato about here, and then just go out and then cut it off. You can't write all that stuff. It's too complicated. It's just one note. You can imagine now if you try to play a song like Marching Season. I don't know how many of you know that song, but it's the reason I have the orchestrations done for that song. I have not been able to find an orchestra that can play it. Swear to God. My orchestra now can. So I might bring it back to the original form because it's a beautiful song. It's much slower than what I'm doing right now with the piano and the drums and having fun with it. It's really a beautiful piece of music, and I think I might revive it. Yeah.